That's 07415 432 486. Don't wait.
Metabolic, your all-in-one health shop, catered for your mind, body, and soul. We provide high-quality and natural and organic health products and services. Wild crafted sea moss from Jamaica, organic moringa powder, and oil from Ghana, premium black seed oil from Ethiopia, and hundreds of raised health products for your body. Crystals, incense, and smudges for cleansing your living environment. Sign up for our free meditation classes. Come visit us in Brixton, 3 minutes from the Tune Station, 25 Brixton Station Road, SW9, 8PB, London. Telephone 020-7978-8321 or visit www.netabody.co.uk. Netabody, here for your mind, body, and soul. Level 50 Leadership Tower is one of the best in Northwest London, providing excellent service for all hair types and all ages. Our services include haircuts, band treatments,
Open from 4 p.m. Show ends at 10 p.m. Address North Park Road, Wembley, London, HA96JE. Boom! This is a once in a lifetime event, so purchase your ticket by calling the High Priest of 1 L on 774-0595-1573. You're done, no? Let me see. Come again. Metascience. Greetings, my spiritual warriors and my metascience soldiers. This is the High Priest, Grand Hyphen of Metascience Ministries. Amun, you're done, no? Metascience? Are you ready for the High Priest of Amun to perform live on the first ever Metascience Ministries concert? You're done, no? Metascience? On the 27th of August 2021, Amun Park Community Cafe, the High Priest of Amun and friends will be performing live. Doors open from 4 p.m. Show ends at 10 p.m. Address Monks Park Road, Wembley, London, HA96JE. This is a once in a lifetime event, so purchase your tickets now by calling the High Priest of 1 L on 074-0595-1573. You're done, no? Let me see. Come again. Metascience. Greetings, my spiritual warriors and my metascience soldiers. This is the High Priest, Grand Hyphen of Metascience Ministries. Amun, you're done, no? Metascience? Are you ready for the High Priest of Amun to perform live on the first ever Metascience Ministries concert? You're done, no? Metascience? On the 27th of August 2021, Amun's Park Community Cafe, the High Priest of Amun and friends will be performing live. Doors open from 4 p.m. Show ends at 10 p.m. Address Monks Park Road, Wembley, London, HA96JE. This is a once in a lifetime event, so purchase your tickets now by calling the High Priest of 1 L on 074-0595-1573. You're done, no? Let me see. Come again. Metascience. Greetings, my spiritual warriors and my metascience soldiers. This is the High Priest, Grand Hyphen of Metascience Ministries. Amun, you're done, no? Metascience? Are you ready for the High Priest of Amun to perform live on the first ever Metascience Ministries concert? You're done, no? Metascience? On the 27th of August 2021, Amun's Park Community Cafe, the High Priest of Amun and friends will be performing live. Doors open from 4 p.m. Show ends at 10 p.m. Address Monks Park Road, Wembley, London, HA96JE. This is a once in a lifetime event, so purchase your tickets now by calling the High Priest of 1 L on 074-0595-1573. You're done, no? Let me see. Come again. Metascience. Greetings, my spiritual warriors and my metascience soldiers. This is the High Priest, Grand Hyphen of Metascience Ministries. Amun, you're done, no? Metascience? Are you ready for the High Priest of Amun to perform live on the first ever Metascience Ministries concert? You're done, no? Metascience? On the 27th of August 2021, Amun's Park Community Cafe, the High Priest of Amun and friends will be performing live. Doors open from 4 p.m. Show ends at 10 p.m. Address, Monks Park Road, Wembley, London, HA96JE. This is a once-in-a-lifetime event, so purchase your tickets now by calling the High Priest of One out on 074-0595-1573. You're done, no? Let me see, come again, metascience. Greetings, my spiritual warriors and my metascience soldiers. This is the High Priest, Grand High Priest of Metascience Ministries. Amun, you're done, no? Metascience? Are you ready for the High Priest who out to perform live on the first ever Metascience Ministries concert? You're done, no? Metascience? On the 27th of August 2021 at Amun's Park Community Cafe, the High Priest who out and friends will be performing live. Doors open from 4 p.m. Show ends at 10 p.m. Address, Monks Park Road, Wembley, London, HA96JE. This is a once-in-a-lifetime event, so purchase your tickets now by calling the High Priest of One out on 074-0595-1573. You're done, no? Let me see, come again, metascience. Greetings, my spiritual warriors and my metascience soldiers. This is the High Priest, Grand High Priest of Metascience Ministries. Amun, you're done, no? Metascience? Are you ready for the High Priest who out to perform live on the first ever Metascience Ministries concert? You're done, no? Metascience? On the 27th of August 2021 at Amun's Park Community Cafe, the High Priest who out and friends will be performing live. Doors open from 4 p.m. Show ends at 10 p.m. Address, Monks Park Road, Wembley, London, HA96JE. This is a once-in-a-lifetime event, so purchase your tickets now by calling the High Priest of One out on 074-0595-1573. You're done, no? Let me see, come again, metascience.
At the end of the day, we have only ourselves to blame. We must have a do or die attitude as we were as street warriors to rebuild our culture and to create a new lasting legacy, a legacy of peace.
Music you want, the information you need.
Greetings, my spiritual warriors and my metascience soldiers. This is the High Priest, Grand High Priest of Metascience Ministries. Amun, you're done, no? Metascience? Are you ready for the High Priest who out to perform live on the first ever Metascience Ministries concert? You're done, no? Metascience? On the 27th of August 2021 at Amun's Park Community Cafe, the High Priest who out and friends will be performing live. Doors open from 4 p.m. Show ends at 10 p.m. Address, Monks Park Road, Wembley, London, HA96JE. This is a once-in-a-lifetime event, so purchase your tickets now by calling the High Priest of One out on 074-0595-1573. You're done, no? Let me see, come again, metascience. Greetings, my spiritual warriors and my metascience soldiers. This is the High Priest, Grand High Priest of Metascience Ministries. Amun, you're done, no? Metascience? Are you ready for the High Priest who out to perform live on the first ever Metascience Ministries concert? You're done, no? Metascience? On the 27th of August 2021 at Amun's Park Community Cafe, the High Priest who out and friends will be performing live. Doors open from 4 p.m. Show ends at 10 p.m. Address, Monks Park Road, Wembley, London, HA96JE. This is a once-in-a-lifetime event, so purchase your tickets now by calling the High Priest of One out on 074-0595-1573. You're done, no? Let me see, come again, metascience. Greetings, my spiritual warriors and my metascience soldiers. This is the High Priest, Grand High Priest of Metascience Ministries. Amun, you're done, no? Metascience? Are you ready for the High Priest who out to perform live on the first ever Metascience Ministries concert? You're done, no? Metascience? On the 27th of August 2021 at Amun's Park Community Cafe, the High Priest who out and friends will be performing live. Doors open from 4 p.m. Show ends at 10 p.m. Address, Monks Park Road, Wembley, London, HA96JE. This is a once-in-a-lifetime event, so purchase your tickets now by calling the High Priest of One out on 074-0595-1573. You're done, no? Let me say, come again, metascience. Greetings, my spiritual warriors and my mental science soldiers. This is the High Priest, Grand High of Mental Science Ministries. Amun, you're done, no? Mental science? Are you ready for the High Priest Amun to perform live on the first ever Mental Science Ministries concert? You're done, no? Mental science? On the 27th of August 2021, Amun's Park Community Cafe, the High Priest Amun and friends will be performing live. Doors open from 4 p.m., show ends at 10 p.m. Address, Moss Park Road, Wembley, London, HA9 6JE. This is a once-in-a-lifetime event, so purchase your tickets now by calling the High Priest of L on 074-0595-1573. You're done, no? Let me say, come again, metascience. And welcome back to the Metal Science Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via Omega FM Radio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM. This is the High Priest, Grand Hyphen of Metal Science Ministries. Amun L. You're done, no? Metal Science. Now, welcome back to the Metal Science Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show. Before the break, we were doing our biblical prayers. Now we've moved on to our Muslim prayers for our Muslim brothers and sisters, especially those who are in jail or in a mental health institution. Now we're going to start off with Al-Fatiha, which is the opener, and also we send our prayers to the people in Afghanistan that are suffering after the new Taliban. And we're going to say the prayer in Arabic first, and then we're going to translate it into the English. So let's go. Bismillahi ar-Rahmani ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim. Ghayril maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amen. All right, that was Al-Fatiha. Now we're going to translate it into the English, and it goes like this. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, most merciful. All praise is Allah, Lord of all worlds, the most compassionate, most merciful, Master of the day of judgment. You alone we worship, and you alone we ask for help. Guide us along the straight path, the path of you have blessed, not you are displeased with, all those who are astray. Mental science. Now, we're going to move on to the next prayer, which is al-ikhlas, or the sincerity. And in the same fashion, we are going to start off in the Arabic and then translate it into the English. You're done now. Mental science. Let's go. Bismillahi ar-Rahmani ar-Rahim. Qul huwa Allahu ahad. Allah as-samad. Lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakun kufuwan ahad. All right. So that was Surah Al-Ikhlas, the sincerity in the Arabic. Now we're going to translate it into the English. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, most merciful. Say, O Prophet, He is Allah, one and indivisible. Allah, the sustainer needed by all. He has never had offspring, nor he was born, and there is none comparable to him. Mental science. Now that is our Muslim prayers done. Now, before we get into the final prayer, the most important prayer, which is the mental science prayer, Granny told us that we have to read Matthew 5, verse 3 to 10, and remember what Yahshua Yamashiach said, or Jesus Christ said we are metascience. And it says, blessed are the poor in spirit, for there is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they which do hunger after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Blessed are the persecuted for righteousness' sake, for there is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Metascience. Now, before we get into the metascience prayer, the High Priest Amun also forgot to mention that the High Priest Amun is live on YouTube, and you can see the High Priest Amun live and direct in 4K vision in Omega FM radio studios. You're done, no metascience. All you have to do is go onto YouTube, type in the YouTube search engine Amun L, which is spelled A for Africa, M for magnificent, U for upliftment, and N for Nubian. That is Amun. And L, which is spelled E for El Elyon and L for love. Then you click the search button in the search engine. Then you will see the High Priest Amun L's YouTube channel. You'll see the High Priest Amun L pointing at you in his khaki suit and beret, ready for war. You're done, no metascience. And you'll be also interested in pressing the red button, which is the subscribe button, and the bell icon, so that you do not miss any new content dropping or when the High Priest Amun L is going live. And then you'll be able to see the High Priest Amun L live and direct in Omega FM radio studios right now. You're done, no metascience. So now, the last prayer, the metascience prayer. My kings and queens and gods and goddesses, are you ready for the metascience prayer? I cannot hear you. Are you ready for the metascience prayer? Because the High Priest Amun L is ready for the metascience prayer. You're done, no metascience. Let's go. We give thanks and praises to Atum Re, Amun Re, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Marduk, Melchizedek, Al Qadir, Tuhuti, Usa, Uset, Eru, Anu, Enki, Ma'at, Ptah, Rastafari, Haile Selassie, metascience, to mommy, to daddy, to granny, to granddad, to the ancestors, and to the most high. Bismillahi ar-Rahmani ar-Rahim, La ilaha illallah. We give thanks and praises to the Most High for giving us the strength, endurance, and also will to complete our missions that have been set on planet Earth. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for also protecting us against the evil and wickedness that exists in the planet and the cosmos. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for showing us mercy. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for also forgiving us for our sins. We give thanks and praises to the Most High for giving us the opportunity to correct ourselves. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for guiding us in the dark with the divine light or the holy light. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for protecting our loved ones and also our ancestors. We give thanks and praises to the Most High for also protecting the children. And lastly, we give thanks and praises to the Most High for being our shield as we walk the path of righteousness so that we can enter the kingdom of heaven that is within. Amen. Amun, metascience. Hello, can you hear me? Yeah, I'm fine. How you doing? Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, long time. All right. Now, the high priest holds you built the mental science prayer in your soul, in your bones, in your heart, in your spirit, which came out of your radio speakers. And the high priest holds you apply that prayer in your daily lives because we make the prayer count. You follow that mental science. Now, before we get into the special announcement, the high priest wants to say this. Come on, you Spurs! Come on, you Spurs! Yesterday, in Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, you can imagine, the odds were against Tottenham Hotspur. No one believed that Tottenham Hotspur can beat Man City, especially with their new signing, Jack Grealish, and Harry Kane on nowhere to be found. You follow that. Some man were even checking if Harry Kane was on the bench for Man City. You follow that. And unbelievable song. He scored the only goal of the match. And it was a rocket in the bottom corner. And won the game for us. So now we're not to be messed with. Beating the champions. 1-0 clean sheet. You're done. Oh, mental science. And also, the high priest is getting ready to go back to work, hopefully tomorrow. Now, if you're unaware, the high priest has been working on construction the past couple of weeks. And it's not been easy. Anybody can tell you, when you work on construction, it's not a joke, it's a workout. It's more than a workout. And it's paid off. It's paid off. The high priest can't lie what he's been doing. But that's not where the high priest of Amun wants to go. You follow that. Now, you have to understand, my kings and queens and gods and goddesses. You see, when it comes to the black man or the melanated rich man, or anybody that's melanated rich or Nubian, the system is rigged. What did you say, high priest? Someone else? The system is rigged. That's what I said. The system is rigged against us. They don't want us to have the good jobs. They want us to be doing slave labor. You can imagine, high priest, someone else, graduate in engineering, electrical and electronic, can't even get a decent job, can't even do electrician, can't even be electrician's mate, can't even do apprenticeship for electrician. And high priest, someone else above electrician. Don't even talk about engineering. This is what we're saying, my kings and queens and gods and goddesses. It's rigged. It's rigged. You have to work extra hard just to get what you deserve on the plantation. And when you work extra hard to get a job on the plantation that's up to your level, it comes with consequences and side effects and allergic reactions. What are you saying, high priest, someone else? I am saying that there's politics. People want you out of your job. People want to do evil and wickedness behind your back. Intentionally. You follow that? Intentionally. But with the power of the metascience, we see the evil and wickedness on the plantation, and we don't let it bother us. We don't let it push us off our equilibrium. We keep marching and soldiering into the workplace, and we have our intention to come and collect that cash and cut out, because that's the only reason why we're going to work. Especially if you're not doing a work that you like or love. You're just there for the business. Money is money, business is business. You follow that. So don't let anything hurt you, because you are a soldier. You are a metascience soldier. And you cannot, and the high priest someone else repeats, you cannot let any man or woman bully you. Because if a man or woman bullies you, they're bullying the Most High, which as a result will bring catastrophic consequences. You're done. No, mental science. Now, moving on. So, last weekend, or strong ending, we see in Afghanistan that the so-called Taliban captured the whole of the country, or the Kabul region, and that the president has fled from the country and doesn't want to get involved with the civilians. And also the English and the Americans the bullies of the world have discharged their soldiers and said for them to come back. And some are saying it's like Saigon all over again in South Vietnam. Some are saying that the English and Americans are cowards for disrupting a country and causing war. Oops. Divide, conquer, and rule. Oops. And failed. Oops. Metascience. Not oops. Metascience. Now, the High Priest Amun believes, but when you see the Taliban on TV or on the television, metascience, where did the Taliban get the guns? Metascience. Where did the Taliban get the bazooka? Metascience. Where did the Taliban get the tanks, the army tanks, the Range Rover, the Land Rover? Because those are British vehicles, right? True or false, my kings and queens and gods and goddesses? Why is it so easy to be filming the Taliban? Because if they're radicals, wouldn't they want to put their plans in secret? Or wouldn't they don't want their location to be known? And someone's calling. Metascience. Greetings.
No.
Yes, King. You're right.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How you doing?
Oh, you're using show today, yeah?
Yeah. So one-off. It might. I don't know.
All right. Listen, in a nutshell, yeah. What do you actually think of the situation down? Because I personally think that the entire thing is ridiculous, but I also understand what is actually going on. Okay.
Okay.
So a lot of people are not seeing it what it actually really is. Okay. So it's true. When you get state of the prison, okay, it doesn't make any sense that very same group of people that they were fighting 20 years ago are the same ones who are not taking over the country and are too much chaos. But what population society is? America and the Western world nation's issue was the fact that they themselves were young in the beginning. Right? What were they in Afghanistan was Al Qaeda. Al Qaeda is separate from the Taliban. Their motives, right, by and large, are also different. The Taliban are only concerned about Afghanistan. They want to take over and rule Afghanistan from Sharia, Islamic only. Al Qaeda has much more of a global outlook and to fight with Western countries or the international force. But when they say the Western world did it, and when it went into Afghanistan, it did not separate the two. That is why they can't do anything to stop them because their issue was Al Qaeda. So the agreement that they've been negotiated in Qatar for the past years, basically, their Taliban basically said, but they wanted the Taliban to give them guarantee that if they get back into power, they will not allow, for example, the Taliban government there to allow Al-Qaeda to reach to sort of arm them with infrastructure or ammunition and stuff like that, which they agreed to. And we agreed that the Americans didn't see these danger any longer. obviously they accuse Afghans who who put their because a lot of them
I can't hear you clearly, King. Like, a bit, like just a little bit, like maybe 10 seconds.
a lot of Afghans
And I still can't hear you, King. It sounds all muffled. I don't want the people not to hear you. You see what I'm saying, Carl? I know you got the knowledge in that.
Yeah. I think it's the networking. Let me call you back. Let me put the phone on it.
And I got questions I want to ask you as well about Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah, so call me back, please. Peace. All right. And that was OG Ade. You don't know metascience. Like, we need that clarification from OG Ade. Because he got the knowledge and the wisdom and the understanding and also the facts. And he's calling back. You don't know metascience. Yes, King.
Okay, is this better?
Yes, much better.
Okay. So which bit into here? Did you hear the bit where I was saying about the history of the
The history.
Yeah, the history. Right? When
The Al Qaeda.
yes. Basically the mistake that the Western powers made is that they didn't separate Al Qaeda from the Taliban. Right? They are two separate organizations, not only the extremist in nature, right? The Taliban are only concerned about Afghanistan. They just want to take over Afghanistan and rule it by Islamic Sharia law. Al Qaeda, on the other hand, it has an international outlook. They want to take the war, fight the Shaitan in the West, etc. So that was what brought NATO and America to Afghanistan in the first place after 9/11, yeah? When you say, so they basically figure out who are these people who are doing this, and they happen to be based in Afghanistan, but they were not Afghani. They were a mixture of different nationalities. There was a few Afghans among them, but by and large, they were mixed from Saudi and other places. So America's issue has always been about Al Qaeda and terrorism and stopping terrorism on its own territory. It's not about saving Afghanistan. They never said that they were going to save the Afghan people. If 9/11 hadn't happened, America would not have gone to Afghanistan.
I hear that. I understand now.
Yeah, so now a lot of them obviously feel betrayed because a lot of them also felt the coalition will be able to drive out Al Qaeda and the Taliban as well. But in the last few years, they've been negotiating. And the terms, this is the negotiations they've been doing in Doha, in Qatar. Now, as part of the negotiations, America insists that, look, they know that the Taliban are going to take over. Okay? But their thing was this, as long as they don't allow the resurgence of Al Qaeda on their territory, so basically they have to sign an agreement that stops them from helping Al Qaeda or groups like Al Qaeda using Afghanistan as a base to be able to launch terror attacks against the West. Once the Taliban agreed to this, the Americans, as far as they were concerned, mission complete. Pull out the troops.
Yes.
And this is what has been happening. So their thing was never to stop the Taliban. If the Taliban has to be stopped, it has to be by the Afghani people. There isn't any international coalition. The United Nations can't do anything about it. Really. If nobody wants the Taliban there in power, it has to be the Afghani people themselves that either stop them by democratic means, by the ballot election, or they can take up arms and then fight them. These are only two options. Or the third option literally is to let them take over as they were 20 years ago when they were running the country. But you see, you made an interesting point because I also looked at that as well. Every time I check out the Taliban, I always look for what kind of ammunition and weaponry that they have. Now, if you remember, actually this was before you were born, I think. In the 80s, late 70s, early 80s, Russia had invaded Afghanistan. Then Russia was the bogeyman of the world. The CIA, American government, were the ones that armed and trained the same Taliban that you are seeing now. Their roots goes back to 1970s, late 70s and early 80s.
Yeah.
Osama bin Laden, he was also instrumental in that way. Before he turned on America, America also trained, armed and financed him along with the Taliban.
Pardon?
I said, Osama bin Laden himself, yeah, before he turned against America, the CIA also worked with him. They armed and financed him as well, along with the Taliban, against the Soviet Union.
I see. I hear that.
You understand me?
Yeah.
So this you also got to remember something in this world, yeah. The Security Council, the countries that are the permanent members of the Security Council, they are also the world's largest arms dealers. So we're talking about United States, Russia, China, Great Britain, France. The permanent members of the Security Council of the United Nations are also the world's biggest arms dealers.
Yeah, exclusive OmegaRadio.co.uk content. You're done now. Metal science.
So when you look at the ammunition, so we know that in the late 70s and throughout the 80s, they were financed, they were being armed by the CIA. Now, they captured, obviously, some equipment and, ammunition and stuff from the Russian soldiers, right? A lot of the times these days, you see them with AK-47s, you see them with the Soviet-made guns. Okay? So they're getting still weaponry through the black market. But the thing is that, you see, when it comes to military weapons, it is something that, you as a person, you just can't, it's not like a drug where you can just sell, just go and get something from somebody, a man who knows a man, and then go and sell it. There's still some level of governmental control. It may not be official, but there's still some level of governmental control. So it's the same people, through underground sources that they've been fighting are the same ones that they also get ammunition from. And it's not cheap. So where are they getting the money to buy millions of dollars worth of ammunition? That's the question you need to be asking. Who is financing them?
Exactly. Absolutely.
So when you begin to go deeper into all of this, yes, I heard that when the Taliban originally took over, right, in the late 80s, early 90s, yeah, because heroin is one of the, Afghanistan is the world's largest supplier of heroin. Okay?
Wow.
Now, they're poppy, they come together. When it comes to Afghanistan is the world's largest supplier, and it has been. Now, when they took over in the late 80s, early 90s, the first time, after they defeated Nakibullah and I don't know how remember what happened to him, but they took over. Initially, they were shutting down the supply of heroin into the world market. Then slowly, this thing started to get back in there as well. And even some of the soldiers that are gone in, from the West, to fight the Al-Qaeda and Taliban now. So there's been cases where a few of them were caught smuggling. And I'm talking about not in small quantities, bringing it back into the UK. So there's that aspect of things you also want to look at as well, that there is a criminal aspect to it as far as the heroin supply. But then also the gas.
The gas. What gas?
Yes. Okay. Well, often when you see war in a place, you have to always look deeper because there's money always involved. Because during war, money is spent because you're gonna have to reconstruct whatever it is that you destroy. That money has to come from somewhere. For every bullet that fires, it costs money. That money has to come from somewhere. So when you begin to look at these things deeply, you will begin to see a different type of a picture. So for me, it doesn't surprise me what is happening there now. But I understand that the mission was never to save the Afghan people. That was not the mission. The mission was to stop Al Qaeda, which the Americans now believe they've achieved the objective. Not the Taliban. It was not the Taliban. It wasn't the Taliban that attacked America. It was Al Qaeda.
Okay, so why are the people saying that Joe Biden and Boris Johnson are sissies?
Because listen, look at it. Look at it from their perspective. Joe Biden didn't start this. He inherited this from Trump. Who inherited it from Obama? Who inherited it from somebody else? Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? And they're not all even the same. It was like saying they were all Democrats or one particular political party. You might say that it's a policy of that party. But then when you have something being handed over from one administration to the next administration, and they're not even the same political party, you have to look at the issue more deeper. They're not sissies. As far as they're concerned, mission accomplished. They never said that they were going to save the Afghan people. Personally, right? If you look at this, yeah, there's nothing any country can do with Taliban. Right? There's nothing the United States, I don't understand what the United Nations are all worried about $1 million. There's nothing that they can do. They knew when they took over power in the late 80s or early 90s who the Taliban were. They never said or did anything yet. Now, when it comes to human rights, the only thing I feel for is that their version of Islam is very, very strict. So if you are a moderate or a liberal Muslim, you would find it very hard to live under a Taliban regime. Right? Women, especially, I saw a couple of pictures yesterday. You know them advertising billboards that you got on the street, yeah? There was a couple of them that had women in wedding dresses. Wedding dresses, yeah. You know, they're not anything but a black like that. Nothing wedding dresses. But because they were in wedding dresses and they weren't wearing the hijab, straight away, this is in Kabul, yeah?
Yeah.
Once the Taliban goes in there, they're not going people to paint over them.
Paint.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
They
extreme.
don't want to see women, you know, it's like, the women are not exposed, but because they weren't wearing the hijab, they don't want to see that. They believe that's Western corruption of their culture. So women's rights is the first thing under the Taliban that will be severely affected.
Okay. All right.
So, but there's nothing the international community can do, because they'll say that's an internal affairs, that's an internal matter. They can't say to the troops, oh, send troops there to go and kick out the Taliban. No, because as far as the Taliban are concerned, they fought their way into government. So if the Afghani people don't want them, then it's two ways. Either they can vote them out, from form to elections, or vote them out, or take up arms and fight them out. That's it. There's no, and the international community, you can't open it because it's internal affairs. You can't open it up there. You can make it on the underground. You can give them intelligence and weaponry, but you don't make that explicit. But it's the people of Afghanistan themselves that only liberate themselves. That's what it's going to be. America and Britain never went there to break Afghanistan. That's their mission.
No, I hear that.
You see? And I think people got confused, and that's why people are saying, why are you abandoning us at this point? But they never promised that they were going to save you to start off with.
No, it's true. That wasn't the mission.
That was the mission was Al Qaeda, and as far as they're concerned, they've fulfilled that mission.
Yeah, but then they've caused chaos and confusion in Afghanistan.
I know. But like I said to you, this thing, if you look at it properly, yeah, from the beginning, they would have known what the long-term effect of intervention, because they've had experience more than any other nation in this world. They've had experience in intervening in other people's countries for decades. So they know what the likely outcome of any intervention is going to be. So this is one scenario that they would have seen coming. But like I said to you, their mission was not to save the people. It was to stop Al Qaeda. And they believe that they've achieved the objective and they're pulling out now. It wasn't to save the Afghani people. It wasn't to be the government of the Afghani people.
Okay.
So, there's nothing to do. They can't go back in there. They can't kick out the Taliban. They have an agreement that they'll sign with the Taliban. So as far as they're concerned, the Taliban was the government in waiting. They knew they were going to take over. Otherwise, why negotiate with them?
Or maybe they negotiated like this is the plan. Like you help us, and then like you can have Afghanistan after we're finished with the mission.
Yeah. So the Taliban's ends are different. So like I said to you, the gas, the opium, heroin. But all of this is going on. It doesn't mean that those two things are going to stop. People are making billions out of them. But now the question is, who are the people who are going to be making the billions out of them? You see? So that's where this whole thing starts to get silly stuff.
No, I hear that.
You see? So
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I wanted to ask you a couple of questions, but time is running out. But I'll let you.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask them, and then you can answer it after the break.
After the break.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. What are the questions?
So the first question is, why is it in Nigeria that they stopped sending? You can't send naira to Nigeria, and they're only dealing with US dollar at the moment.
Yeah.
The second question is, about what is it? The Fulani and what's it?
The Igbos.
No, not the Igbos, but like
Yoruba.
like they're doing their own jihad thing as well in Nigeria. Like this is what I've been hearing. Like there's some jihadist stuff going on. And the third thing is, do you believe that Nigeria, like the colonialization of Nigeria has expired in terms of like Nigeria being known as a country? Because you already know that us Biafrans, we've already said that we're no longer part of Nigeria, and that we're you can see it in UK or in London itself, that we've been protesting, that we were there in the reparations march, etc. So you know that it's prominent now, that it's not even Nigeria is on the brink of collapsing, it's already collapsed. But I want to know your views on that after the news. Like I said.
Right. I'll call you again.
All right, King. Thank you. Bye. Peace. All right, and that was OG Ade. Thank you for clearing up and giving us the facts for the Taliban in Afghan. Now it's the news time. High Priest Amun else back after the news.
Media Radio 104.1 FM. News and views around your community.
This is the Amigo Radio.co.uk news at 4. Downing Street's confirmed it's helping nearly 4,000 British nationals and eligible Afghans fly home to safety. The Taliban has captured the country's capital, Kabul, and has declared the war there is over. The insurgents made significant territorial gains following the withdrawal of Western troops led by the US. David Sedney worked as a defense strategist under President Obama.
The immediate blame lies with Biden, but before that, Honorable Job 2, Trump's agreement with the Taliban was the basis that was the basis for this. It allowed Biden to use that as an excuse, but every American, including myself, shares the blame.
Police investigating the murder of a woman in Leeds say they're urgently searching for her husband. Mark Barrett was last seen in Edinburgh yesterday, but the public are being told not to approach him. Those killed in last Thursday's mass shooting in Plymouth have been remembered today at a 1-minute silence. 5 bells were also rung out at the Guildhall. those 5 bells, each marking one of the lives lost in Kian. A candlelit vigil is set to take place later. Police are being told to review their procedures for issuing gun licenses. The UK's medicines regulator says there's no evidence to suggest any link between coronavirus vaccines and miscarriage. The MHRA's findings are similar to research by other European watchdogs earlier this month. Barcelona president Joan Laporta says the club's financial situation is very worrying after revealing debts of over £1 billion. He took over again in March and has blamed the previous regime. And England's cricketers are struggling in their attempt to win or even draw the second test with India on the final day at Lord's. They need 272 to win. A short time ago, they were 36 for 2.
Amiga, you're the thinking people station.
Omega does not support or condone any conspiracy theories regarding any aspect of COVID. Omega management team discourages all such views on the station. Any comments made by the presenters, DJs, guests, audio presentations, or callers represents the personal views of the speakers and in no way mirror or reflect or are endorsed by the Omega management team.
Can you hear me? Okay. I'm gonna send the money now. Well, you want me to say it? Not really. But like, man, I'll have to do it, but not now. Like, I'm in the radio. No, like, I can do it. You get me? I can do it, but it'll be like later on in it. Yeah. But let's just get the graphics sorted out, because that's like the easiest thing. And then yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I just want to get that out of the way, so then it's all sorted out. You get me? So you see, with this account, do you want me to deposit the money? Yeah. Hello, can you hear me? Yeah, do you want me to deposit the money? Okay. All right, I'll do that now, and I'll send you the picture. And how much is it again? 5K. No new picture, just changing the thing, literally, just the yeah. So the video, I'll sort it out. I'll sort out the video later. No, but I've got the advert. No, I'm saying I've got the audio for the advert. Yeah, that's it. Like, I'll sort it out. Like I said, I'll do something. I'll copy the advert, but I'll do it in the visual. But you just put the advert as the thing. I mean, you put the audio as the main sound. That's it. Yeah, the video
the video I'm gonna send you will be like the visual accompanying. Yeah. Yeah, well, don't worry. But can your data take big 4K video? That's it.
Consult. We provide high quality of natural and organic health products and services. Wow.
Greetings, my spiritual warriors and my metascience soldiers. This is the High Priest, Grand High Priest of Metascience Ministries. Amun, no metascience. Are you ready for the High Priest who went out to perform live on the first ever Metascience Ministries concert? No metascience. On the 27th of August 2021, at Amun's Park Community Cafe, the High Priest who went out and friends will be performing live. Doors open from 4 p.m. Show ends at 10 p.m. Address: Monk's Park Road, Wembley, London, HA9 6JE. This is a once in a lifetime event, so purchase your tickets now by calling the High Priest of One out on 074 0595 1573. You're done, no? Let me say, come again, let us sign. Greetings, my spiritual warriors and my metascience soldiers. This is the High Priest, Grand High Priest of Metascience Ministries. Amun, no metascience. Are you ready for the High Priest? Live on the first ever Metascience Ministries concert. No metascience. On the 27th of 2021. Amun's Park Community Cafe, the High Priest went out and friends will be performing live. Doors open from 4 p.m. Show ends at 10 p.m. Address: Monk's Park Road, Wembley, London, HA9 6JE.
Good afternoon.
This is a once in a lifetime event, so purchase your tickets now by calling the High Priest
I was wondering if you have any labor work for tomorrow in W12.
Greetings, my spiritual warriors and my metascience soldiers. This is the High Priest, Grand High Priest of Metascience Ministries. Amun, no metascience. Are you ready for the High Priest who went out to perform live on the first ever Metascience Ministries concert? No metascience. On the 27th of August 2021, at Amun's Park Community Cafe, the High Priest went out and friends will be performing live. Doors open from 4 p.m. Show ends at 10 p.m. Address: Monk's Park Road, Wembley, London, HA9 6JE. This is a once in a lifetime event, so purchase your tickets now by calling the High Priest of One out on 074 0595 1573. You're done, no? Let me say, come again, metascience. Greetings, my spiritual warriors and my metascience soldiers. This is the High Priest, Grand High Priest of Metascience Ministries. Amun, no metascience. Are you ready for the High Priest who went out to perform live on the first ever Metascience Ministries concert? No metascience. On the 27th of August 2021, at Amun's Park Community Cafe, the High Priest went out and friends will be performing live. Doors open from 4 p.m. Show ends at 10 p.m. Address: Monk's Park Road, Wembley, London, HA9 6JE. This is a once in a lifetime event, so purchase your tickets now by calling the High Priest of One out on 074 0595 1573. You're done, no? Let me say, come again, metascience. Greetings, my spiritual warriors and my metascience soldiers. This is the High Priest, Grand High Priest of Metascience Ministries. Amun, no metascience. Are you ready for the High Priest who went out to perform live on the first ever Metascience Ministries concert? No metascience. On the 27th of August 2021, at Monk's Park Community cafe. The high priest someone else and friends will be performing live. Doors open from 4 p.m. Show ends at 10 p.m. Address Monks Park Road, Wembley, London, HA96JE. Boom! This is a once in a lifetime event, so purchase your tickets now by calling the high priest someone out on 074 0595 1573. You're done, bro.
Good afternoon.
Let me say, come again, metal science.
I was wondering if there's any laboring jobs for tomorrow.
Greetings, my spiritual warriors and my metal science soldiers. This is the high priest, Grand High Priest. Amun,
Yeah.
metal science. Are you ready for the high priest who will out to perform live on the first ever metal science ministries concert? You're done, no? Metal science. On the 27th of August 2021, at Amun's Park Community Cafe, the high priest will out and friends will be performing live. Doors open from 4 p.m. Show ends at 10 p.m. Address Monks Park Road, Wembley, London, HA96JE. Boom! This is a once in a lifetime event, so purchase your tickets now by calling the high priest someone out on 074 0595 1573. You're done, no? Let me say, come again, metal science.
20 years ago, I helped create a gang called the Crips. Today, I'm speaking to you from death row. I never imagined that the Crip gang would spread throughout California, throughout the nation, throughout the world. And I deeply regret the legacy that it left, because it left a legacy of genocide, black on black genocide. And I apologize for my part in it. But I am deeply encouraged to see you here today. That lets me know that I'm not alone in deeply regretting this legacy and seeing it for what it is. And no one can have a better influence on gang violence or gang culture than gang members themselves, and therefore best positioned to reverse this course of violence. But we must do work. We must get out there and we must forge peace. We must stop exterminating one another. We must stop all of this madness, because at the end of the day, we have only ourselves to blame. We must have a do or die attitude towards people using our culture to get a new lesson, the legacy of peace.
The music you want, the information you need.
Spiritual warriors and my metal science soldiers. This is the high priest, Grand High Priest. Amun, you're done, no? Metal science. Are you ready for the high priest who will out to perform live on the first ever metal science ministries concert? You're done, no? Metal science. On the 27th of August 2021, at Monks Park Community Cafe, the high priest who will out and friends will be performing live. Doors open from 4 p.m. Show ends at 10 p.m. Address Monks Park Road, Wembley, London, HA96JE. Boom! This is a once in a lifetime event, so purchase your tickets now by calling the high priest someone out on 074 0595 1573. You're done, no? Let me say, come again, metal science. Greetings, my spiritual warriors and my metal science soldiers. This is the high priest, Grand High Priest of metal science ministries. Amun, you're done, no? Metal science. Are you ready for the high priest who will out to perform live on the first ever metal science ministries concert? You're done, no? Metal science. On the 27th of August 2021, at Amun's Park Community Cafe, the high priest who will out and friends will be performing live. Doors open from 4 p.m. Show ends at 10 p.m. Address Monks Park Road, Wembley, London, HA96JE. Boom! This is a once in a lifetime event, so purchase your tickets now by calling the high priest someone out on 074 0595 1573. You're done, no? Let me say, come again, metal science. And welcome back to the Metal Science Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via Omega FM Radio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM, and also YouTube Live and Instagram Live. You can check the High Priest Amun L in 4K vision on YouTube. All you have to type in the YouTube search engine is Amun L, which is spelled Amun, which is A for Africa, M for Magnificent, U for Upliftment, and N for Nubian, space L, which is spelled E for El Elyon and L for Love. And then
You click the search button. You'll see the High Priest Amun L's YouTube channel. The High Priest Amun L will be wearing khaki suit with beret, pointing at you, ready for war. And the time is 16:16. You don't know metascience. You will see the High Priest Amun L's live on the YouTube search results. You'll see the High Priest Amun L is live via Omega FM Radio.co.uk. Also, click the red button that says subscribe to subscribe to the channel and the bell icon to never miss any new content dropping. You don't know metascience. Now, if you want to check the High Priest Amun L out on the YouTube, or not the YouTube, the Instagram, all you have to do is go onto Instagram, type in the Instagram search engine, High, which is spelled H for hero, I for intuition, G for God, H for hero, underscore priest, which is spelled P for perfect, R for respect, I for intuition, E for El Elyon, S for success, and T for terrific, underscore 720. And then you'll see the High Priest Amun L going live. You're done now, metascience. Now, before the break, the High Priest Amun L finished the prayer with the metascience prayer. Then we were explaining the football about Tottenham winning 1-0 against Man City. Then we're explaining that High Priest Amun L's been working. That's why you haven't heard the High Priest Amun L on Monday. And it's looking like High Priest Amun L's not working tomorrow, but it doesn't matter because the metascience is what it's about. You get me? Now, hopefully Ade is calling back to talk about the questions that the High Priest Amun L said. So let's go, metascience. Greetings. Hold on, can't. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Right. So the first question that you asked is about the exchange rate market of people sending money in local currency have to be in the dollar. Now, the reason for that is to help the economy, to help stabilize the exchange rate. Because historically, what has happened is that, unlike, for example, over here, you have the Bank of England, and everybody that wants to do money transfer, there is a license, you have to apply for it, and it's properly regulated. In Nigeria, historically, that was not the case. Where you had a lot of unlicensed operators that were also engaged in the business of money transfer and, foreign exchange. What used to happen is this. Say you give them the dollar, instead of that dollar going back into the banking system, they sit on it in the hope that they'll make more money when the naira depreciates further. So that was creating two problems. Every country needs to have a foreign reserve amount. So, like the big companies, so people like Dangote and stuff like that, if they want to buy equipment or machinery for their businesses that are providing jobs to tens of thousands of Nigerians, okay? The international currency of business is the US dollar. Now, if they don't get enough dollars at the central bank, then it makes it harder for those companies to be able to operate competitively in the international marketplaces. So the whole point is to try and funnel that money back into the economy and help to stabilize the exchange rate for the naira. You understand? So I think that is a good idea because historically, right, there was a time then in the mid 70s, early 70s, where the naira was 1-to-1 with the pound. Now it's over 500 to a pound.
No, I hear that.
So they need to control it. They need to literally, otherwise it will mess up the economy over there.
Pardon? If you mess
I
up the
think we need to
economy,
control it, otherwise it will mess up the economy. If the money becomes worthless, then it's of no use to anybody.
so we have to send in dollars now.
Yes.
But it's an inconvenience,
It's a
though.
temporary measure until the thing stabilizes to a point. I think they need to bring they can bring this down to maybe less than 100 naira to a pound. Then that is a step in the right direction. The way it was going before is that year after year it was just getting ridiculous. For those back home who are trying to do business internationally, it was a hindrance. You can't plan. So, for example, in January, say you got business there, you want to buy equipment or machinery, okay, which is not made in Nigeria. Maybe you want to buy from Europe, or maybe you want to buy from America or China or somewhere. But the currency that you need to use to buy that equipment, it will be in dollars. So in January, you do your calculation. The exchange rate was a certain amount. So you are planning that to come February or March, you will now buy that equipment and you save up towards it. February comes, March comes, and you find that the money you now need to save up more because the exchange rate has gone even higher. You can't do business like that.
No, you can't.
So for those who are back home, it was at a great disadvantage. If you are in the Western world trying to send money to your family, then it was good for you because it meant that you could send less pounds or less dollars and get more naira.
Yo, that's
but
what's
like I said
happening.
to you, when you send in that pound and naira and dollars, it was often to unlicensed or unregulated operators who would sit on it. They don't pick up that you've given them and go and put it into the Central Bank of Nigeria.
So when I send my money online in Naira, how does it affect the bank?
When you say like sending naira, they will convert. If you are sending it from over here, right? The currency that you're going to send it in is the currency of the country that you are sending it. They will now convert it for local pickup in the local currency, if you specify that, or you can specify for it to be collected in dollars. Now, depending on who the operators are, now the biggest operators that traditionally have had licenses, Western Union, MoneyGram, etc. But the majority of the smaller ones didn't have any licenses and were unregulated. So if you give them no pounds or dollars, they sit on it. They'll make more money the next month when the exchange rate rises higher.
Oh.
And that's what's been happening every single month and month. So basically, for those who are about that dollar or that pound, that should have gone to the Central Bank of Nigeria, where people like Dangote and the big businesses who are doing international business, buying equipment, buying services, expertise, that they can access foreign exchange, be able to pay for it at the rate that would make them competitive with similar companies in the Western world and other countries. It was becoming difficult because there was a scarcity of foreign exchange, especially dollars, which is the international currency of business.
I see.
So that's why we made that rule that, you know what, anybody that wants to send money home right now, they have to be in dollars. So, and then all the operators on license, they're taking it down. But it has to only go to official sources that they know that that dollar or that pound is going to end up in the Central Bank of Nigeria, which is going to boost our foreign reserves, foreign currency reserves. Which will make it easier for companies that are based there to be able to access foreign share at a better rate and make them more competitive, thereby having a better effect on the economy.
I see now. Okay, I get it.
You understand?
Yeah.
So you don't look at it, oh, maybe we can use this that somebody pays £50 or £100, and then you get X amount because they're not asking to do with dollars, and you must get less. I think to me it's a small sacrifice. If it was free, ultimately it would have made the money worthless. So they have to step in and do something.
No, I hear that.
You see? So now the second question, this is what has been happening, the ethnic disagreement. Okay. The history is long. Okay. Now, what you see happening nowadays in Nigeria is a legacy of colonialism. When you put people together, the Berlin conflict, when you put people together without thinking long-term what effect will be, okay? This is what you're seeing right now. But what I would say to you is this: those who are clamoring, for secession, which is the breakup of Nigeria, they're not thinking straight. Now, before I get to the Philippines, I'm going to start with Biafra. Biafra is not thinking straight because it's not a simple case that I want to have my own country, because I don't like that tribe or that other tribe. It's not as simple as that. When you start talking about secession, it is the lives of millions of people that you need to start thinking about. It's not just about your own personal feelings because you don't like somebody from another tribe. That's why you want to start your own country.
No, don't say that. That's not what Biafra is about. That's not what it's about, though.
Listen, let me explain this. I'm coming. When I say that they haven't thought about this properly, the responsibility for a nation, starting a nation, is huge. Because you're going to have to, as a nation or as a new government, you're going to have to provide infrastructure, the economy, people's livelihoods. This is what I'm talking about, millions of lives being affected. The children, education, health for the nation, hospitals, etc. Not one person that has been advocating for succession actually said to people that, listen, we need to cross the bridge, and on the other side, this is the plan for the economy, how we're going to make money. This is the plan of how we're going to look after our health. This is the plan for agriculture, how we're going to grow our food. Nobody's saying that. Everything is just purely on personal sentiment because I don't like that tribe, or we do that without taking it up to the federal government. If you want people to follow you, if you want people to cross the bridge with you, you must show them a vision that makes sense. Don't let people follow you across the bridge and they're so vigilant. This is what I'm trying to say to you. This is what. And they're saying that, when we get to that point, you will think about this. You don't think about things like that when you get to that point. You think about it before. You make sure the people that you want to sit with you are happy with that vision. Understand? Otherwise, it's going to cause problems. There's a lot of people in Nigeria that are profiting from Nigeria. No matter which side of the country they come from, that are not happy with the way things are being said.
Hold on, pause there. So you're saying there's people like in Nigeria that are similar like to the Rothschilds, to the
yes, there are people who basically they started. It's not every single person that they had money in their family. There are people who have started with nothing, but they're able to expand. You don't matter whether you're the Yoruba man who is expanding to the north or the east, or the Igbo man who is expanding to the west or the north, or from the north expanding to the east and the west. There's that to think about. Now, if you are going to be creating an economy, but I saw the map. Now, this whole story with Nnamdi Kanu and Ipo, I don't know if you know much about it. The guy that they arrested in Kenya, that is now taken to Nigeria and he's going to stand trial. Okay, so he was the leader of the IPO movement. Now, when I saw the map of the new Biafra, I don't have an issue. Okay, my thing is this: it shouldn't just be based on personal sentiment. Okay, which was largely based on. There's a whole, if you look at the Biafra map that he was proposing, it should have been landlocked. Which basically means, and you need to understand something, for economy to travel, you need access to the ports for goods to come in, maybe a producer or manufacturer for your goods to be able to reach the outside world. Now that meant that he would have had to have done a deal with us, the Yoruba in the West, for you guys, the Delta in the Earth. But hey, he didn't care about that because he was only for his own people.
Well, our guy, Biafra.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
You are Delta. No, you are Delta. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not even including you guys in the new Biafra. Go and look at the map that is drawn up. He's not even including you guys in it.
What, the one right now?
Yes.
Are you?
I'm telling you. I've looked at this many times. So that's why I'm like, with that, that's what I'm saying to you. A lot of it is not properly thought out. It's based purely on personal sentiment. A nation, running a nation is a huge responsibility. Millions of people's lives will be affected.
I hear that.
And you don't have a plan, and you want people to follow you to the bridge, and you're telling them everybody as a leader, follow that course, okay, finish on the other side. When we get there, we'll think about it. That is effectively what is being sold to people.
It's just a fantasy, right? That's been sold.
Look, I don't want to see the problem. For me, yeah, I believe something different. We as a nation, right? Because and most of this is the legacy of colonialism. Right? There's a lot of things in the past that haven't still been fully healed. Right? We went through a civil war in 1970 or so, okay? And I understood why we people at that time wanted to take the Eastern region. Now, at that time, the Eastern region included two guys, the Delta and the South. Okay? I understood why. Because the way the British had drawn up parliamentary system, they didn't want to see the northern region. Their preference was the North to rule over. Like, basically, when they handed over power, they wanted to have puppets in place. And their preference was the northern region. They didn't like us in the West, the Yoruba, because we were the ones that fought for independence. It wasn't in the North, and it wasn't the Eastern later, but he was the one that was fighting, was the one that was King Blackwood's mother was part of his delegation. After coming Cuba, got Ghana independence, yeah, one father come with their UK. They attended it. So they never liked the fact that we were the ones that forced them to give independence to Nigeria. And that, they made sure that the Yoruba man at that time, he was the one that didn't be the first president, they made sure that he never got in there. So the most amount of seats in parliament was given to the North, which meant that they could have approached any region. Then when it comes to making laws, and so right people in the East, they didn't like that. It was not a fair system. So not get any true parliament to have to come and do deal, with us in the West, or try and do a deal with the North. So we didn't like that. And he also felt that there were differences as far as culture, language, religion. Obviously in the North, if we don't be Muslim, Islamic. And in the South, the West, and the East, is mostly Christian. So, and this thing was also historically, those regions existed as separate regions. It was the British that put everybody together for their own agenda. It wasn't, oh, we think you're not going to be better together. They had their own commercial decision. It was money. It wasn't the British government that started Nigeria, as we know it. It's a Royal African Trading Company.
The Royal African Trading Company.
Yeah, and then they now sold it. They sold it, that territory. Yeah, it later became the Niger Trading Company. And then they now sold this territory.